Got the dang on flag upside down. Die-hard Sixers fan. And I gotta get this off my chest, man. I gotta get this off my chest, man, because listen, man. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. But I don't want to hear nobody saying that trades don't happen, man. Nobody in their right mind was expecting the Lakers and the Mavs to trade their two of their superstars. I mean, breaking news, if you don't know, it's not breaking news. Y'all probably heard about the news already. But Luka has been traded to the dang on Lakers. Luka has been traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Let me give you the detail of the dang on trade. All right, so Luka, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. 3-team deal with the Utah Jazz as well. Shout out to Christopher in the building. So you're telling me Luka, he only 25 years young. 25 years young, y'all. He's averaging 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and not only that, shooting 35% from the three. Shout out to Christopher Real. Shout out to Christopher Real. Shout out to A. So you're telling me that they can make a trade for that. For Anthony Davis, trading with the Lakers. Anthony Davis is a very good player, still in his prime. Later in his prime, but he's still a good player. So he's 25 years old. We're talking about a player that's in his prime, y'all. And Anthony Davis is going to the Mavericks. But Anthony Davis is 31 years old, averaging 25 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Anthony Davis is still a good player. He's still in his prime. But it's a dang on shame, right? Because as a diehard Sixer fan, I feel some type of way because I'm like, how you trade, put this flag down. How you trade, not even trade, you sign Paul George, right? You want championships. You want a big name, right? You don't want championships, I mean. Daryl Morey wants the big name, but he don't want no championships. There's no way you trade for Paul George. So this trade deadline, he has to somehow, some way trade Paul George. He has to. After this trade, and I know there's levels to the game. Anthony Davis is way better than Paul George. Luka is way better than Paul George. I don't care if we get role players. Get me some dang on role players. The Sixers got to trade Paul George. The man ain't playing because of a pinky. The man is not playing because of a pinky. If the Lakers and the Mavericks can pull off a trade like this, a shout out to Thomas Newton, but the dang on Sixers can't get rid of Paul George, give us some role players. Match up the salary, figure a way, and get rid of Paul George's contract. This man is missing games because of a pinky. A pinky, y'all. And I made a video saying, imagine if Paul George was playing on the Bulls in Michael Jordan's prime. You think Michael Jordan would play that? He would have told Paul George, you got to get off the team, man. You too soft. You don't want to really play basketball. You just in it for the paycheck. So, as a diehard Sixer fan, I'm disappointed in what Daryl Morey did because seeing this type of trade, who would have thought the Lakers would somehow get a Luka? And I'm hearing that I think the GM for the Mavericks is talking about, well, Luka has like a weight issue. They don't want to pay him the amount of money because it's too risky, man. I'm paying Luka whatever money he wants. Luka is one of the best players in the NBA, hands down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm a diehard Sixer fan. But what's up? What's going on? Luka is one of the best players in the NBA. And they traded him in his prime. Luka's only going to possibly get better. You know what I mean? Yes, he don't play no dang old defense. Yes, he be flopping. But my goodness, how the heck did they make this trade happen? How did they make this trade happen? Because they was determined to make it happen. The Mavericks didn't want to pay him that amount of money. And the Lakers said, we trying to win a championship. The Lakers said, LeBron James said, Do what you gotta do. Even if you have to trade Anthony Davis, do what you gotta do. And let me say this: people sleeping on Anthony Davis, they said, "Oh, this is a one-sided trade." Look, of course, if you're going by age, yes, Luka is 25 years old. Anthony Davis is about 31 years old. But Anthony Davis plays both sides of the court. Anthony Davis is still in his prime, later in his prime, but he's still a very, very good player. He's one of the best centers in the NBA. So it's not like it's not one-sided completely. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Anthony Davis, when he's on one, ain't many players better than Anthony Davis. I'm just gonna put that out there. And same goes with Luka. I just can't believe that they made this trade. And as a Sixer fan, I'm just like, how did this really, like, Daryl Morey, you gotta see this, like, yo, we gotta somehow get Paul George off of the books, because we gotta have 3 more years of a guy that's out of a game because of a pinky injury. The man has a jammed pinky, and he won't play. He won't play because of a jammed pinky, and he's on a max deal. If there's any way, and I know he doesn't have the value of a Luka, trade value as a Luka, trade value of an Anthony Davis. But if you could just get multiple role players for Paul George and max the salary up, do it. Do it. If anybody is stupid enough to trade for a Paul George, go make that trade happen. Because there ain't no freaking way this deal was supposed to happen, man. This Luka and Anthony Davis trade. I woke up and got this dang on news. I said, oh, heck no. Ain't no excuses for the Sixers, man. Daryl Morey got to trade Paul George before the trade deadline. I'm over this bull. Tisha got game. Shout out to you, bro. Get rid of PG, and Joel. Joel, you can't because of his contract, but you can get rid of PG. Get rid of PG. Ain't no freaking excuses. Daryl Morey, you can't, and nobody can tell me, oh, well, the contract's ain't gonna work. Man, they traded debatably the best player in the NBA. Luka Dončić is pretty much, I ain't gonna say he's the face of the NBA, but he's one of the faces of the NBA. Luka is definitely in his prime right now. So if Luka is in his prime and they traded him, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work. And I'm a big Anthony Davis fan as well, but we got to do something as a diehard Sixer fan. Something has to give. Something has to give. PG got to go. Go get me some role players, man. Go get me some role players. Maybe the Lakers want PG too, man. Maybe the Lakers want PG. Give us some first-round picks. Give us some of your role players. Match up the salary. I don't care, man. So one of these teams is going to be stupid enough to trade for Paul George right now. We got to make it happen. Daryl Morey, you got to make it happen, bro. Ain't no freaking excuses. We got to start over from school. Yeah, but look, the only players I'm not trading, right? Like, say, for instance, look, I'm hypothetical, right? I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey. He's the only one that's untouchable. Just think, hear me out, Sixer fans. Imagine if we traded Paul George, right? Before this trade happened, imagine we traded Paul George and Jared McCain in a first-round pick or 2 to get Luka. Would you do that trade? Would you trade Jared McCain and Paul George in a first-round pick or 2 to get Luka? I would. Imagine having Luka and Tyrese Maxey. And I know Luka does not play no dang on defense, but he's worth that, man, in my opinion. Just hypothetically speaking, like, that's the type of deal that Daryl Morey could have been looking at, bro. That's the type of deal he could have been looking at. But no, you want to sign a player with a big name but don't got big play. Let me say that again for people in the back. You want to sign a player with a big name, but he doesn't have big play, because Paul George doesn't play because his pinky hurts. His little pinky hurts, y'all. He won't play. Philly held Joel professionally. Yeah, that's true. Joel too, but he said, go Chiefs. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. Yeah, give me 2025 or 2026 first. Yeah, we got to get rid of Paul George. My whole point is about this video is if the Lakers and the Mavericks can trade their stars, We need to make a move as a diehard Sixers fan. The Sixers got to make a move, bro. We was expecting to be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Now look what's happening. Look what's happening to the Sixers organization. We traded for Paul George, and we fell completely apart. We fell completely apart. The dang old Sixers are not even in the playoff race. They are literally not even an 8th seed. They're probably like the 11th or 12th seed. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're a Sixer fan or if you enjoying the vibes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But listen, I understand people are probably saying, why is this Sixer fan talking about Luka? I'm talking about it because I'm making a point. Because anything can happen. Nobody can tell me that deals can't happen. This deal happened out of nowhere. Embiid is paid to be on the bench. Sees they can't win. Wasting G. Yeah. Embiid's another one. But the problem with Embiid is you can't trade Embiid because of his contract. You can't trade Joel Embiid. I think it's because his new contract didn't start. Once his new contract starts, because he just got a extension. Once it starts, then I think you can trade Joel Embiid, if I'm not mistaken. But you could trade Paul George right now. You could trade Paul George right now. And I'm telling you, it don't got to be for a star. It could be an upcoming star. A player that has potential to maybe be an all-star. Or it could just be role players that are overpaid that we could just get that doesn't have a contract that's another 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, I would want that because I am so over this Paul George bull crap. And everybody look, I liked Paul George when he was with the Pacers. I kind of liked him when he was with the Clippers somewhat. You know what I mean? The man lost a step and he don't got the it factor. Paul George, and I'm not hating on Paul George, I'm just stating facts. It looks like he's just in it for just the money. And I'm not trying to count nobody's money. I hope Paul George gets all the money in the world. But at the same time, he doesn't need to get the money from the Sixers. He don't need to get the money from the Sixers. The Sixers got enough issues right now. We got a superstar in Joel Embiid that hasn't played any games really. Joel Embiid played like 12 games this whole season. And then we got another player that we just signed to a max in PG, and the man ain't playing no games pretty much. You know what I mean? They should have tried to trade LeBron. Yo, listen, I would have thought they would trade LeBron before they trade Anthony. But LeBron's name is just, he's a GOAT in a lot of people's eyes, so they're not trying to do that. But if I was the Lakers, I would have traded LeBron. I would have kept Anthony. Anthony right now, even though LeBron's putting up some good numbers, Anthony's a better player than LeBron right now. But getting back to what I'm saying as a diehard Sixer fan, I'm frustrated because it's just like we're in a situation right now that our team is falling apart, and it's not because it's because we have two stars that's worth $400 million. These two players are getting paid. And by the end of their contract, it's like $400+ million, and they're sitting on the bench. Joel Embiid and Paul George are sitting on the bench. And this is why a deal has to be made. A deal has to be made either by the trade deadline, not off season. Don't wait until the off season when Paul George is a little bit older. Trade his behind now. Trade Paul George right now. If Luka can be traded and Anthony Davis can be traded, Paul George can be traded. You might not get much back for the man, but you need to make a trade. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If we don't get out of this contract, the Sixers, I don't know if we're going to win a championship, man, in the next few years, man. Because you got our culture. It starts at the top. Our culture's not even, it's suspect, man. It's soft. We got a soft culture. We got players that jam their dang on pinky and won't play. Michael Jordan would have never accepted this from any of these players, Joel Embiid or PG. LeBron 24, 9, and 7, shooting over 50%. He's a bum. Haters say stupid. No. I ain't saying he's a bum. No. I ain't saying he was a bum. I think LeBron James is better than 98% of the NBA right now, even at his age. Even LeBron is 40 years old, and he better than 98% of the league right now. And I might be disrespecting him by saying that. He might be better than more than that, because you look at his numbers, man. I think he almost had a triple-double yesterday. LeBron is balling. But if I was the Lakers, I know LeBron has the biggest name. He has a bigger name than Anthony Davis. I know he's putting up the numbers. But if I had to choose one to trade to get a Luka, I'm trading LeBron. But he has more say because he's LeBron James. You know what I mean? So you're going to have LeBron and Luka. I don't think that's winning a championship, though. Now, if they would have somehow kept Anthony Davis, then that's different. But since they had to get rid of Anthony Davis, I don't think they have a center that's good enough to, like, kind of match the production. There's nobody that really matches the production of Anthony Davis down low. As much as I love Luka, you're taking away a lot of defense. Your defense is taking a lot of steps back because Luka, even though he's 6'8", how tall is Luka? Luka like 6'9". Luka like 6'9", 6'8", playing point guard, right? He doesn't bring nothing on the defensive side of the ball. He could if he wanted to. Don't get it twisted. If Luka really wanted to, Luka could, no hands down. That's how much credit I give Luka. Luka could honestly be the best player in the NBA, hands down, if he brought a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball. But he puts most of his energy, most of his energy goes towards his offense, facilitating and scoring the ball. He'll get rebounds as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I'm venting as a diehard Sixer fan because I want a move to be done. I want PG to be gone. I want Paul George to be gone. LeBron, yeah, I don't think he's a bum, but he does stat pass sometimes. But I'll say this. He's 40 years old doing what he's doing. Nobody can name another 40-year-old that's doing what LeBron's doing in their career in the NBA. LeBron is still better than a lot of the players in the NBA right now. I don't understand. Can't trade LeBron, no trade clause. Okay. Calling it now. The Mavs will go further in the playoffs. And yes, because what? That's a good point. Because of what, though? The defense of the Mavericks, right? The defense of the Mavericks just got a whole lot better. And don't forget, Anthony Davis could get in his bag offensively. Anthony Davis is a very good scorer. He's not scoring a lot of threes. He's not shooting a lot of threes. He's not a good three-point shooter, but he'll dominate in the paint, and his defense is so, great. He's one of the best centers when it comes to defense, and offensively, he's top 3 center. It's Jokic, probably number 1. Number 2, I got Anthony Davis number 2 as the second best center in the NBA. And I can't put my guy Joel in there because Joel ain't never playing. So, and this is coming from a diehard Sixer fan that loves Joel Embiid. The man don't play. So Anthony Davis, to me, is the second best center in the whole NBA. And maybe you could put Wembanyama. You could definitely do that. But I got Anthony Davis because I think he's a vet, and I think he already knows what it takes to win the game. He already knows what it takes to win a championship. Victor Wembanyama never did anything in the playoffs because he's super young, and he hasn't got that experience. So if he was in the playoffs, we're going to see what he does. But I got Anthony Davis as the second best center, and then Victor Wembanyama probably third, and then Joel Embiid probably fourth or fifth or whatever, because Joel ain't playing. But I can see AD dominating, bro. I can see AD getting in his bag against the dang on Lakers. Anthony Davis is going to cook who's going to guard him? Who's going to guard Anthony Davis? People going to say, who's going to guard Luka? I love Luka. I absolutely love Luka. Sabonis up there too. I like Sabonis. That's a good point. Sabonis is good, but he ain't better than Anthony Davis. I don't think he better than who else? He ain't better than Nikola Jokic. He's not better. Hold on. He's not better than Victor Wembanyama, in my personal opinion. I like Sabonis though. I like Sabonis a lot. I got him about the same level of like a Bam. Like Bam, I think they like the same level. If you talk about the best, like we are talking about skill, not availability. Yeah. But the thing about Anthony Davis, that's another thing though. Anthony Davis gets hurt. He got hurt. I don't know how long he's hurt, but he hurt right now, I think. I don't know if he's playing. So that's another thing that we got to talk about. Like, there's so many different things we have to talk about when it comes to the trade, when it comes to Luka being traded for Anthony Davis. But the Mavericks get a first-round pick in 2029, which is a very good pick because that's way in the future. The Lakers ain't going to be no good, probably, possibly, who knows, in 2029. So that pick might really be good. And then when you think about, excuse me, y'all. When you think about, what is it, Max Christie, he's a solid player going back to the Mavericks. So, okay, no, Luka better than Joel. Joel still, yeah, Joel is still one of the best, but the availability, that I got to put the availability in there because I just, he hasn't played any games. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, I know if Joel Embiid's healthy, I got him top 2 center in the game. He cooks Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? He cooks Anthony Davis when they go head-to-head. But when it comes down to it, I need availability to be in there. That's why I got to put these other centers above Joel just because of the availability factor. Just because of that right now. But if you're talking about a healthy Joel Embiid, even if you don't like Joel Embiid, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that's in the comments right now, no matter what team that you're a fan of, I'm pretty sure, I am 100% sure, y'all will put Joel Embiid at least in your top 3 when it comes to the center position. And if you don't put him in your top 3, you're just sitting here hating on this live because you know for a fact he cooks like everybody when he's healthy. There's not one center in the NBA that can guard Joel Embiid, and he plays both sides of the court. You know what I mean? But when you getting back to the trade though, this trade is so crazy. This trade was nobody expected this trade to happen. By the way, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm a diehard Sixer fan, but if you are rocking with your Bull, consider subscribing to your Bull. But listen, and the reason why I had to bring up the Sixers is because we have Paul George and Joel Embiid. We can't trade Joel Embiid because of his contract. Because you can't trade him because his contract didn't start, I don't think. But Paul George has to be traded. Paul George has to be traded. This man is not playing because of his pinky, y'all. Luka's over Anthony Davis. Joel Embiid trash. You think Joel Embiid's trash? Oh, you capping. You capping. But Luka, yeah, he's a better overall player maybe right now. And I give it because of his age. But it's not like mountains. He's not mountains ahead of Anthony Davis, I don't think. Because you got to you got to take into like consideration the defense. The defense that Luka doesn't bring compared to the defense that Anthony Davis brings, it's kind of almost, I don't want to say even, but it's more even than not in my, it's closer. It's a closer trade. But I think the Mavericks got better in a way when it comes to the defense, at least. Offensively, nah, they're not better offensively. No way. No way. No way. Like, people want to always talk about offense, but there's 2 sides of basketball. There's defense and offense. People just be like, oh, well, he puts up all these numbers offensively. Yes, he rebounds. He puts up assists. He can score any way possible. But when you talk about defense, Luka does not play defense. And that's why I don't have him as the best player in the NBA, because the man doesn't play no defense. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I'm not hating on Luka. I love Luka. I think Luka is a freaking star, superstar. But people make it seem like Anthony Davis is a scrub or something. They forget how good Anthony Davis is. Anthony Davis is that bull. And if Luka doesn't improve defensively, I don't know, bro. I don't know how the Lakers are going to do anything. The Lakers are going to have very good games offensively. But when the playoffs happen, I'm telling y'all right now, when the playoffs happen, LeBron James ain't the same anymore on defense. LeBron James is not the same anymore on defense. Not even close. Shout out to Ron's opinion, don't matter. Mavs won the trade. Yeah, Mavs won the trade. Luka is only 25 years old, averaging 28 points, almost a triple-double. They won the trade. But it's not like they're not winning the trade by planets, by mountains. Like, they won the trade, hands down. You got the better player out of the two. But at the same time, Luka needs to work on his defense. That's it. Other than that, he's a great player. But what I'm saying about Anthony Davis is he brings it on both sides. That's what I'm saying. This guy talks too much. All right, don't listen to him. Luka and LeBron, the same player, didn't play defense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Elton gets what I'm saying. Elton, shout out to Elton. Elton understands, right? LeBron and Luka are like the same player. They don't play no damn defense. LeBron will attempt to play some defense, but LeBron does not play defense anymore at a high level. The man's 40 years old. What's the excuse for Luka? What's the excuse for Luka not playing defense? When they went against the Boston Celtics in the finals, man, Jaylen Brown was the MVP because not only he played defense, he played offense, and I'm not saying Jaylen Brown is better than Luka. That's not what I'm saying. So I don't want y'all thinking that I'm saying that Jaylen Brown's better than Luka. But the reason why the Celtics won was because of Jaylen Brown guarding Luka, not really shutting him down, but slowing him down, and then giving you a 20-piece nugget on the other side. So not only he slowed down Luka, he scored 20 points as well. You play both sides of the court. There's offense and defense. And that's why I'm such a big fan of Jaylen Brown. That's why I'm such a big fan of players that are two-way players. You can't just play offense and don't play no type of defense to win a championship. I'm talking about winning a championship. I'm not just talking about, my bad, being good in the regular season. We're not worrying about regular season at this point. We're talking about championships. And that's why I'm I'm disappointed in what the Sixers are doing, because think about what the Sixers got. We got Paul George. Yes, he brings it on offense, but he's a glorified role player. And I said this multiple times. The man is averaging 16 points, getting paid, what's his contract? 4 years, $211.6 million. That's what Paul George's contract is. So you're telling me you're paying a player that gives you good defense and averages 6 points a game. That's a glorified role player, bro. That's a glorified role player that the Sixers got, that we got for next money. And this is why we need to trade Paul George, and there's no excuses. As a Sixer fan, there's no excuses. There's none at all. And Luka gets frustrated fast when you put pressure. Yes, and I'm not bashing Luka, y'all. I don't want to bash him, but I'm keeping it real. Luka does get frustrated, and this is the one thing I don't like about Luka. And this is for all the Luka fans, is I like Luka. Luka's a very good player. The man flops every play, bro. Luka he's going to be a very good actor when he retires from the NBA. When Luka retires from the NBA, hands down, he's going to be an actor. Because the way he be flopping, bro, I'm like, gosh, he barely got touched. He barely got touched, and he flopping. Maybe the Sixers can't make a move worth making. Yeah, that's true. They maybe can't make a move, but they got to try. If nobody, I don't care who you are, unless you're like Shams or somebody like that, you probably would have known. But nobody could have thought that Luka was going to get traded. No one thought he was going to get traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Anything is possible in the NBA when it comes to trades. You just got to make the money work. Once you make the money work, 3-team trade, a 4-team trade, anything is possible. People, nobody, shoot, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I had no clue. And I put out there, look, I was like this. Shoot, if we could have traded Paul George, Jared McCain, and who else? Jared McCain, Paul George, a first-round pick for Luka, man, as a Sixers fan, I would do that in a heartbeat. And people will probably be like, oh, you're tripping, man. Yeah, I guess I'm tripping because I know Luka's that bull. You know what I mean? I got a lot of respect for Luka. Jared McCain has the potential to be good. Luka Dončić is already great. He just got to work on his defense. So, yeah, bro, the Lakers just boosted their odds. No, they didn't. No, they offensively, they look good. Yeah, the Lakers look good. Their defense is lacking. They gotta make another trade. Their defense is trash now. They don't got nobody. They don't got no rim protectors, bro. Name the rim protectors on the Lakers right now. Name all the rim protectors on the Lakers right now. They got very good offensively, but they don't got no dang on defense. They don't got no defense, bro. The Mavs was Luka about $400 million. I don't think. Okay, that's true, but he gonna make you more money than that. I think it's deeper than that. I think it's a relationship issue, and maybe Luka don't want to be with them. I don't know, but I think it's deeper than that. They was talking about his weight. They was also talking about his weight, which I agree. He gotta make sure his weight is on point. He's 6'9", 6'8", and he could be the best player in the NBA. That's his potential. Luka's potential could literally be the best player in the NBA. Right now, it's in my honest opinion, the best player in the NBA is Nikola Jokic or SGA. Those are my top two players that I got out of them two. Those are the two best players in the NBA. And they both in the Western Conference, not in the East. It ain't Jason Tatum. It ain't nobody in the East. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. It's SGA. And I put Luka up there, but he ain't better than SGA in my opinion. He ain't better than SGA. Just my opinion. And he ain't better than Nikola Jokic. Just my opinion. Because at least Jokic will attempt to play defense. SGA will play solid defense as well. To a good defense. Luka don't do nothing on defense. So, y'all want Austin Reeves or Embiid? If Embiid is healthy, I'll take Embiid over him any day. Sixers need to trade Joel. I would love to trade Joel, but at this point, you can't trade him because of his contract. LeBron, they said he wanted to play with Luka. I'm a Lakers fan, but I just want LeBron to leave. Everybody wants LeBron to leave. Hey, listen, he's just a big name. They're not getting rid of him. He's a big name. He's the face of the NBA still. He's not the best player in the NBA, but he's still the face of the NBA because of how great he went to. How many finals? LeBron James went to 10 finals. He won 4. He lost 6. I believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I might be wrong. I think he went to 10 finals, y'all. I think LeBron went to 10 finals. So, LeBron, the king, yeah. Giannis, I love Giannis. Oh yeah, I forgot about Giannis. That's another good center. Yeah, Giannis is up there too. I forgot. How I forget about Giannis? That's crazy. Giannis is that bull. But I'm just still stuck on the fact that they really traded Luka for Anthony Davis. That is some crazy stuff. That is the craziest trade. I think that might be one of the craziest trades in NBA history, just now. Because you would have never expected that to happen. Nobody in their right mind thought that Luka would have been traded. Nobody. And to the Lakers. So the Lakers they just need some better defense. They just need some defense. Once the Lakers get some defense, they're going to be a threat. They're a threat offensively. I give you that. But defensively, they got some issues. They got some serious issues defensively. But they need a center. They cannot, if they want to go on a crazy run, the Lakers can definitely do that. They need a center to replace Anthony Davis. I'm not saying the production of Anthony Davis because that's hard to do. I'm talking about defensively. Get you some rebounds and get you some, just get rebounds and play good on defense. Yeah, 10 finals for LeBron. He's the face of the NBA still. Even at his age, he the face. So they're not trading the face of the NBA, especially with the Lakers. The Lakers, like Anthony Davis ain't the face of the NBA. I don't think Anthony Davis was ever the face of the NBA, so it was a little bit different. Anthony Davis was never the best player in the NBA. LeBron was. At one point in LeBron James' prime, when he was with the Heat, when he was with the Cavs, he was looked as the best player in the NBA. Let's keep it real. As much as I love Anthony Davis, he was the player that they didn't have to, because I would have got rid of LeBron, but they said, no, we're going to keep LeBron. I think the team would personally be better if they had Luka and Anthony Davis than having Luka and LeBron. That's just my honest opinion, because you still keep the defense. Just my opinion. If they would have kept Anthony Davis and got rid of LeBron, and it was Luka and Anthony Davis, not Ant-Man, they would have been better, in my opinion, on paper, than having a LeBron and Luka. Because, like I said, LeBron's 40. He can't play no defense. Mitchell Rogers, decent center. You said the same thing when you first saw this. Rid of LeBron. I'm telling you the truth. I feel like LeBron is still a good player, but Luka and LeBron's defense is going to be suspect together, bro. I don't know everything about basketball. I just know the basics, bro. I'm telling you right now, if they don't get a center that plays defense, they're not getting far in the playoffs, bro. I don't care how good of the offense they is. You still got to play defense in the NBA. You still got to play defense. Because when you go against one of these teams that play both sides of the ball, good luck winning that game. Good luck winning that series. And getting out the Western Conference with no defense. Good luck getting out the Western Conference with no defense. You're not doing that, bro. And I'm not saying they should have traded LeBron. But I'm saying if I was going to trade one of them, I'm trading LeBron because I think Anthony Davis is more in his prime, and I think he's a better defender. And Luka and Ant will be alley-oop city. I think it'll be awesome to see, awesome to watch. But if they could have kept both of them, my gosh, that's a championship right there. If they was able to keep have Luka, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, that's a championship. But since they couldn't do that and they had to sacrifice Anthony Davis to get Luka, they don't have no defense, so they got to get a center. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't want to trade LeBron either, to be honest with you. It would be a hard decision to make. Because I think LeBron, even at his age, is still better than 98% of the NBA. The Mavs really got better. Yeah, the Mavs really, I think they both got good in different ways. But I think the Mavericks are going to be better than the Lakers right now. Unless the Lakers make another trade. Trade LeBron, he's washed up. Get something for him. I don't go say he's washed up, though. That's one thing I'm not going to say. Matter of fact, I got something better than that. He's not washed up, and he's actually pretty darn good, still at his age. But yo, everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are rocking with your boy. I'm a diehard Sixer fan, and I'm venting because I need my GM Daryl Morey to trade Paul George and get something back for Paul George. So shout out to everybody that's in the building, rocking with your bull. Trade LeBron. Bron needs to be playing 1 through 3. Hold on. 1 through 3. It doesn't work when he plays 5 or 4. He plays in the post because teams and used to big man. Yeah, I think he could. Honestly, I don't know if he could play. Like, look, in my honest opinion, LeBron will probably be better playing the 4. I don't think he could play the 5 right now. And the reason why I say the 4, because usually the 4 is might be slower. Might be slower because, like, I don't know if he can play a point guard. I don't think he can guard a shooting guard consistently. Small forward. I don't know, but I just know LeBron James is missing a step. So he's not as quick like he used to. He's 40 years old. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm disrespecting LeBron, because in a lot of people's eyes, he's the GOAT. I still think Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but I'm not surprised when people say LeBron is the GOAT. I can't give you the GOAT if you had to go team up with D Wade. I can't give you the GOAT when you had to when you choked in the NBA Finals against the Mavericks. You know what I mean? I can't give you that. I can't give you that. Look, Michael Jordan, when he got into the finals, he won all finals, and he was the MVP of all finals. He never lost in the finals, and never went to a game 6 or a game 7 in the finals. So that's why I got Michael as the GOAT. But LeBron James is probably like the second best player, debatably, of all time, in my opinion. But I can't be mad when you get to the finals 10 times. It's like, gosh, Lee, bro. The man was living in the playoffs. His season was longer than everybody's season because he was always in the playoffs and deep in the playoffs. I don't even think LeBron James ever lost in the first round in the playoffs. I don't know that for a fact, but I don't see him. I don't think he did. Maybe when he was with the Cavs, when he first got to the NBA. But I'm just saying. I know nothing about LeBron. I know a little bit. I know a little something. To you, Jersey shot. Yeah, Jordan 6 wins, LeBron 6 losses. See, look, because now we want to start getting into the debate. I'm just saying, LeBron's a great player, but I'm not putting it over Michael Jordan. But right now, like if I was, all right, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Who's the better player right now in their career? Anthony Davis or LeBron James? Can y'all please just give me a LeBron or give me a Davis or give me a D for Davis or give me an L for LeBron? Who's the better player right now in the NBA? Is it LeBron or is it Davis? Is it LeBron or is it Davis? Please leave me in the comments below. Let me know how y'all feel. Is it LeBron or is it Davis? Who's the better player? Give me a D for Davis and an L for LeBron. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. As much as I love LeBron, Davis is better than LeBron right now. Like, you can't give LeBron that, in my opinion. If he was in his prime, yes. I'm talking about right now. Davis he does play soft. I ain't gonna lie, but he's still better than LeBron right now. I got more Davis right now. Davis. We got LeBron, Christopher Hill, Davis. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying, do you think Luka will be better with LeBron or Davis? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, like, of course LeBron got a bigger name. He has a way better career overall. But to say that, all right, well, that you wouldn't ever think about trading LeBron is crazy to me, because Anthony Davis is a better player right now. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be real, man. I ain't trying to be a delusional. Look, I take LeBron. I'm a Sixers fan. I take LeBron right now for PG right now. I'm taking LeBron. Let's make it happen. Paul George for LeBron James. Laker fans, let's do it right now. Give me LeBron, and y'all can have Paul George. Do that trade right now. I'm taking, listen, man, I'm not trying to go off on this live. I promise y'all I'm not. I'm trading PG for LeBron right now. Let's do it right now. I ain't playing no games. I'm trading Paul George for LeBron right now. LeBron wants to play with stuff because Luka didn't want to be there. And yeah, okay, I get you. And then the Kyrie Irving, he probably didn't want to play with. Yeah, fun question. Which player process do you think would fit on the current Sixers team? Woo! I don't even know. I got to think about that question, bro. LeBron wants to play with Steph Curry. That would be a crazy thing if that actually happened, but maybe we can make a three-team trade and somehow, some way, get LeBron James on the Warriors, and somehow, some way, we get some players. I just want to get out of that contract of Paul George, because Paul George is not the guy. Paul George is not the guy. PG2 to... Yeah, listen, Willie D, listen to me. Let's make a trade, bro. Give me Kyle Kuzma. I think Kyle Kuzma's on the Wizards. Give me Kyle Kuzma. I take him over PG right now. Right now. Don't care. Let's make it happen. I'm trading PG for LeBron if we can make it happen. Look, bro, let me get rid of PG's contract, girl. As a diehard Sixer fan, I'm doing that right now. Luka and LeBron almost same. And that's what Martin said. That's a good fact. When was the last time you seen a good point guard and center combo? Listen, Devin, you're 100% correct. If that's why I said Anthony Davis and Luka will be a better combination than LeBron and Luka, and people think I'm crazy. You don't know nothing about LeBron. You're crazy. You're this. You're smoking something, bruh. I'm just being honest, bro. And this is the one thing about LeBron James fans, and I'm a LeBron James fan. I like LeBron. If you go against LeBron James, you're pretty much like the worst person. If you go against LeBron, you're the worst person. No, I know a little bit about basketball. Anthony Davis and Luka is a better combination than LeBron and Luka. Just like Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving is about to cook the NBA. I said it first, y'all. The Mavericks with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis is going to start cooking the Western Conference, and people are going to be like, oh, I didn't see this coming. Y'all forgot how good Kyrie Irving was? Y'all forgot how good Man, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but you trying to tell me that LeBron and Luka is a better combination than Anthony Davis and Luka? Y'all tripping. Some people be tripping when it comes to LeBron. And I love LeBron, but come on, let's keep it real at the same time. Sixers. Yeah, my Sixers looking bad right now, man. They're looking bad right now. The only starter that's playing is Tyrese Maxey. And then we got Yabusele and Kelly Oubre Jr., only ones that's playing. And as a Sixer fan, we need to trade Paul George before the trade deadline. Get rid of Paul George for anything. I don't care at this point. Get off of that contract. I'm down for that. Dwight Howard, I don't know. Dwight Howard, that could be something for the Lakers. I don't know about the Sixers. Agree about. Yeah, like I love LeBron, but everybody, like when you say anything about LeBron, oh, you don't know basketball. Oh, you're doing this. You don't know what you're talking about. Like what? Damn, nobody can say their opinion about LeBron without someone coming. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. LeBron's a great player, but my gosh, the man is not in his prime no more. It'd be different if it was prime LeBron. If it was prime LeBron, I would be having a different story right now. I would say, yeah, that Luka and LeBron combination, because LeBron could guard 1 through 5 in his prime, that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation to talk about. But the man's, come on. How on earth are LeBron and Luka the same? I'm not going to say they're the same player. What he's saying is when it comes to defense. What the point of what he's saying is like on defense, they're same. Offensively, they play similar. Like think about it. LeBron and Luka play similar right now. Like even LeBron, even in his 40s, LeBron is putting up similar numbers like Luka. He plays similar to Luka. I don't know who's better at 3. At shooting a 3, but they both don't play defense. That's what he's saying. He's not saying they're exactly the same. Luka right now is better than LeBron overall right now, definitely. That's a definite fact. But what he's saying is they play similar. The similarities is they can both run point. They could, you know what I mean? The only the one thing that they're different is the one thing that they're really similar as well is they don't play defense, or they can't play defense like they used to. Well, LeBron can't. Luka, he just don't want to play no dang on defense. That's what it is when it comes to Luka. Luka just don't play no dang on defense. Like I remember in the finals, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum drove right past him. He just went to the side. And let them get an easy layup. I'm like, yo, why are you just going to let him just drive right past you in the finals? It's the NBA finals, bro. Luka, if you ain't going to play defense in the finals, how the heck you going to win a championship, bro? And he got the height. He got the height. He got the athleticism. He can do it. Like, I swear, that's the one thing I take away from Luka. That's the only thing I take away from Luka. They giving LeBron them points. Oh, did Kylie and AD definitely better pair. Yeah, Kyrie and Anthony Davis is. Thank you. Somebody that knows. Look, I don't know. Look, I don't pretend to know everything about basketball. I be wrong a lot of the times. as a diehard Sixer fan, I thought we was going to be a dang on championship caliber team. I was dead wrong. I was wrong. And I will admit that I'm wrong. Because at the end of the day, the Sixers are not even in the playoff conversation right now. So I'm wrong. But I know for a fact, Kyrie Irving, people forgot how good Kyrie Irving is. And that's cool because Luka was on the team. Luka's going to get all the shine, all the glamour. He's going to get all that. You know what I mean? Because Luka's that bull. But at the same time, Kyrie Irving's a very good player. And Kyrie Irving's good at throwing up them dang on alley-oops as well. He's an underrated passer. And he's going to, look, Anthony Davis and Kyrie, in my personal opinion, is a better combination than Luka and LeBron right now in LeBron's career. LeBron is 40. LeBron is still good. He's very good, but he plays no defense. So the Lakers, in order for the Lakers to be contenders in the Western Conference, if they was in the East, they might do something. But they still got to get past them. They still got to get past the Boston Celtics. They still got to get past the Knicks or who else is good in the East? The Cavs. You know what I mean? They got to play some type of defense. How are you going to stop Garland and Donovan Mitchell on the Cavs? How are you going to stop Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on the Celtics? How are you going to do that in the Eastern Conference? That's all I'm saying. I just feel like people are sleeping on how good defensively Anthony Davis is. And even though he's not getting like those the highlight plays like Luka and hitting like a half-court three, that Anthony Davis is one of the best players in the NBA, still to this day, at the age of 31. And 31 is not old. But he brings so much defensively. That's all I'm saying. But when I say that, people be like, oh, LeBron is like, man, I love LeBron. But come on, man, we got to stop this, bro. Kyrie Irving, still trading AD for Luka. Yeah, I think. But listen to this, though. Smorn. Think about it like this. If the rumors are true that they're scared to give Luka the contract because of his weight issues, and Luka doesn't really want to play on the Mavericks, you got to get what you can get. You got to get what you can get for him. So say, for instance, would you rather get an Anthony Davis, a first-round pick, and a couple of other role players? I would do that. Anthony Davis is still a good player. You're getting a first-round pick, a future first-round pick. By the time that first-round pick comes along, the Lakers might be bad. So you might get a really good pick. And then on top of that, you're getting something you're getting a lot back if you think about it for a player that possibly, because we don't know the details. We the outside looking in. We don't know how the relationship between Luka and Kyrie. We don't know the relationship between Luka and the ownership. We don't know the details. So if you could get something back, I'd rather get something back than just be like, all right, well, shit, we're going to just keep him and risk him leaving. We're going to keep him and he's going to be more hurtful to the team than doing good. You got to do what you got to do. So they was being proactive instead of reactive, and that's the problem with my team. I'm a diehard Sixer fan. My team is reactive. We extended Joel Embiid to another 3 years or so, right? Joel Embiid only played 12 games this season. We are halfway through the season. This man only played 12 games, right? So why would you sign him to a contract extension when the man don't never play? He's injury prone. He's a great player, but he's injury prone. And then let's think about this. You sign Paul George to a max contract, and the man never plays as well. The man jammed his pinky, and he still doesn't play. So I commend the Mavericks for being proactive because we don't really know what was happening behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. It could be some crazy stuff going on behind closed doors that we have no clue of. We don't have no freaking clue what's happening. That's why I'm just like, all right, when you think about it, it's like, oh, that's a one-sided trade. But then when you think about it, you're still getting a lot back. You're getting something for a player that's debatably the best player in the NBA. You're getting a very good star in Anthony Davis. You're getting some players back. So I'm a Sixer fan. Oh, you're a Sixer fan too? I think it's L for both teams. You think it's both L's? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to tell you this right now as a Sixer fan. I'm going to say this right now. As a diehard Sixer fan, after this dang on trade, the Sixers they absolutely better trade Paul George before the trade deadline. Ain't no dang on excuses. They got to trade PG. They got to. Because, look, PG-8, I want that PG-13 back. Bring me back to PG-13 and we good. PG-8 ain't that dude. PG-8 is not playing. PG-8 can't even play with a jammed pinky. He won't play with a jammed pinky. It's some bull crap, man. As a Sixer fan, right now, some bull crap right now going on. And I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. As a diehard Sixer fan, I feel some type of way. Because I know that we have no chance to win a championship this year because we got two stars not playing right now. And Joel Embiid and Paul George. Jared McCain got hurt early in the season. He would have been the rookie of the year. Those who know who Jared McCain is, he would have been the rookie of the year. And then on top of that, what else happened? Even Tyrese Maxey got hurt earlier in the season. But guess what? He's balling right now. I think he what's he averaging right now? I don't even know off the top of my head. But I know he just had 41 points in a loss against the Nuggets. Hold on real quick. But I think nobody wants PG. That's another problem. I ain't really even think about. Who's going to want a max player? That's why I said someone got to be stupid enough to trade for him. Somebody got to be stupid enough. Maybe they be like, oh, maybe he's not playing. You know how people be like, oh, I could change that guy. I could change him. He could be better on my team. I hope that we have one of those type of GMs that think like that. By the way, thank you for everybody that's in the building. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to your bull. I'm a diehard Sixer fan. I do play-by-plays for most of the games for the Sixers. You know what I mean? It's a Philly YouTube channel. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies baseball team. But I like to talk about I like to talk about stuff like this. This is amazing. This is one of the biggest trades that you would have never expected it to happen. When you see a player of the caliber of Luka getting traded, it's different. That's like I said, he's one of the best players. He's top 3 player in the NBA? So it's a little different with the Luka conversation. I had to talk about Luka, and I would have loved if he was on the Sixers. If he was on the Sixers, I would have loved it. For real. Hold on, let me read that comment. This trade is huge. Mike, the thing is, some teams would not want you get. Yeah, that's true. Sixers playing better lately. Yeah, they're playing better. They're playing with more energy. They're playing with more heart. And I think they came to the conclusion that we on our own right now. We can't depend on Joel Embiid. We can't depend on a Paul George to play. You know what I mean? Crazy. Celtics continue to run the league. It's almost comedy at this point. Yeah, the Celtics, they're the defending champs, so I'm not going to disrespect them. But I'm going to tell you this right now. When the Sixers were healthy, I don't know if you remember this game, on Christmas Day, the Philadelphia 76ers in Boston with Joel Embiid, with Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, did the dang on thing. And what did they do? They beat the Celtics in Boston when they were healthy. That's the bad thing about the Sixers. We're never healthy. If we was healthy, it would be a different story. I'm trying to tell you. People that know a little bit about basketball, I'm going to tell you this right now. And like I said, I don't know everything, but I know a little bit of something. If the Sixers were healthy, we would be a third seed at the very least. There'll be a third seed, hands down. Hands down, at least a third seed. I'm not going to say we'll be better than the Boston Celtics. I'm not going to say we'll be better than the Cavs, but I'm just saying. But shout out to everybody in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. Taking this nature walk. I'm on my way to the car, about to head off. Paul George is washed. Yeah, Paul George is he a glorified role player. I say that, and I don't mean that in no disrespect. He worries about his podcast. Look up his podcast, Podcast P or something like that. That's all he think about is his podcast. So, I like Bona. I like Bona too as a replacement for Embiid. I don't know about replacing. I don't know about the replacement part because I think Bona has no. He ain't no Embiid. But I say for right now, I say like a backup center. But I don't know about the replacing part. Sixers got Cavs number. I think, listen. You know what the craziest thing, Chris Martin? I feel like the Cavs. Look, people would think I'm crazy when I say this. I think the Cavs is an overrated first seed, bro. I think they could be had if the Sixers were healthy. And I hate saying that if they were healthy, but I feel like if the Sixers were healthy, say the Sixers were the 8th seed, and they play the Cavs in the first round. I honestly got the Sixers beating the Cavs in the first round, bro. I just got a feeling. But the problem is, the Sixers ain't never healthy. And we got 2 players. We got a PG that we need to trade. I don't care. I'm staying on this subject, y'all. I want to trade PG so bad. That was a bad move by the Sixers to give him a max deal. That was a bad decision by Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey messed this team up by doing that. You gave $211.6 million to a player that doesn't even play because of his pinky. Oh, yeah. When it comes to Joel Embiid, it is getting to the point where is he going to ever be healthy enough to play like a whole season? I think the most games Joel Embiid ever played in an NBA season, which is sad, is like 60, 67 maybe. Maybe. And I might be wrong about that, but your Sixers need to stay healthy, yup. If they're smart, PG a shell of himself. Yeah. It's a shame because, like, Sixer fans was expecting a lot more. Sixer fans were expecting to see a lot more, but the problem is the Sixers are not healthy. On top of the Sixers not being healthy, they played with no heart. They played with no desire to win. Now they're starting to do it, and it might be a little too late. Who knows? But I feel like after this Luka trade, it gave me a boost. It gave me a boost of energy because it gave me a boost of energy of being a Sixer fan because I'm like, yo, if they can make a trade like this, why can't the Sixers make a dang on trade? And trade Paul George for something. I don't care what it is. Shoot, it could be you in the chat. It could be myself. Trade Paul George for anything. Shoot. 400 games missed, 418 games played. It's sad. It's a sad story because we know how great Joel Embiid is when he's healthy. The problem is he's never healthy. So, but you can't trade Joel because his contract didn't start. The second contract didn't start that he just signed. So you could trade Paul George though. So if you could somehow trade Paul George, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to somehow do it. Get some other role players. Shoot, Paul George is a role player. He a glorified role player. A max glorified role player. Go get you a couple of solid role players that are overpaid. Match up the numbers. Match up the salary. Maybe even try to talk a team of giving us a first-round pick on top of that. And call it a freaking day, bro. And I guarantee the Sixers will be much better consistently. Oh, my gosh, he just said it. He said it. He podcast his... The Sixers could trade. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Listen. I agree. Jimmy would be worth of... Yes. Give me Jimmy Butler. If we can make a trade. Thank you for that comment, Ethan. Thank you for that comment. And if my phone dies, it's because my battery's a little low. I'm actually about to go to the car and be out. But yeah. Give me Jimmy Butler for Paul George. Talk to Pat Riley, the Miami Heat, and say, Pat Riley, I give you Paul George. I give you a second round pick. and let's make it happen or something like that. Do it. Give me Jimmy Butler. Give me Jimmy Butler and Tyrese Maxey. That gives me hope. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Yabusele and Kelly Oubre Jr. is playing outstanding. Nobody wants PG, most overpaid player. Somebody's a sucker. Hey, listen, brother man. Somebody's a sucker for PG. They're gonna think he's the PG-13, not the PG-8. You feel me? The PG-8 took a couple steps back. The PG-13, if the guy were, look, we're gonna promote PG-13, not PG-8, bro. We're gonna try to persuade somebody. You know what I mean? There's a sucker every day. Laker gonna yeah. I think Luka's he's a great player. I don't want to seem like I'm hating on Luka, but he just don't play no dang on defense. AD and Kyrie is nice, but Luka and LeBron is the trade too. Yeah, they both good. They're going to be good together. But when the game slows down in the playoffs, and we know it's a half-court game in the playoffs, how is that going to look if they don't get no center? How are you going to get out the Western Conference if you don't got no center that can block shots? Because you know Luka ain't playing no defense, and you know LeBron ain't the best on defense anymore. That's all I'm saying. Torrey Dawson, shout out to Torrey Dawson in the building. Shout out to Torrey Dawson in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am a diehard Sixer fan. I am not a Lakers fan. I am not a Mavericks fan, but I'm a basketball fan. I'm a basketball fan, and I know greatness. And these two players that they just traded are great players. Anthony Davis is an all-time great center, and Luka Dončić, even though, you know what I mean, he hasn't won a championship, he's one of the greatest. He's a very good player. Potential MVP caliber player. And for this trade to happen, I'm pleasantly surprised, because it gives me hope as a Sixer fan that we could possibly trade Paul George. As a Lakers fan, with Dončić coming to LA, this feels like Bron signing with us a second time. Yeah, but y'all got to get a center. One fly, Migo. Y'all got to get a center, though. Y'all have to. If y'all don't get a center to play some defense, to protect that rim, they're going to live in y'all paint. I'm telling y'all right now. They're going to live in the Lakers' paint all day. And I'm not hating. I'm just stating facts, bro. I'm not hating. I'm stating facts. You know, Coach LeBron got something else up. Yeah, you know. I'm pretty sure. Mike, what is your ideal Sixer trade? Shoot. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest with you. Anything to get rid of Paul George. I'm not picky. Get rid of him. I don't even know. I don't have like if I could get like a caliber of a player like I don't know. I don't even know. That's a good question. But get his contract off the books. Get his contract off the books. LeBron is going to. So every team has a shot block. Yeah. No. So every team he's a shot blocker. So every team has a shot. You said every team has a shot blocker? That's not true. That's not true. Every team does not have a shot blocker. That's cap, bro. That's cap. There's teams that don't got shot blockers at all, bro. Nah. Well, if they do have a shot blocker, they don't get them on the floor. Like, it took injuries for the Sixers to have a Dembona on the floor. Shout out to DFJ Hoops. Lakers got perimeter killer, but lose the point. Yeah, that's true. And that's all I'm saying. People make it seem like I'm hating on LeBron. Like, I'm not hating on LeBron, bro. I'm just keeping it real with people, man. Y'all got to understand, man. It's a fact that LeBron ain't the same like he was on defense. On offense, he's still good. He's still getting rebounds. He's still a good passer. Like, when LeBron's in his bag and LeBron wants to play point, who in the NBA is a better point guard than LeBron? How many can you name that's better than LeBron at being a point? I'm talking about when LeBron wants to play point. Not many. And he's still a good scorer. That's all I'm saying. Can't trade him too early. Trade Drummond. Yeah, I would trade Drummond too. Trade Drummond, trade PG, trade them all besides Maxey, McCain. Everybody can go. PG don't look comfortable in Philly yet. I'll give him a nah. I don't know about that. Chris, nah, we're not gonna give him that. Nope. We're not giving him that. Nope. Because at the end of the day, you paid like that. Bro. You gotta be better than this, bro. And not playing with a jammed pinky. Nah, we're not giving them that excuse, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not. Because I'm trying to win championships. The Sixers ain't win a championship. Does anybody know in the comments? When is the last time the Sixers won a championship? When is the last time the Sixers won a championship? Look, I'm one of those fans that I expect us to win a championship soon, man. Like, I'm sorry. We went through the process. If you're a Sixer fan, if you know what the process means, it means us losing on purpose to draft the Ben Simmons, to draft the Markelle Fultz. We drafted a lot of players, man, that didn't plan out. Ben Simmons had the potential, talent, has the handle. One of the best defenders that we had in probably Sixer history. Very good defender. Can guard 1 through 5. Ben Simmons didn't want to work on his game. He didn't have the mentality to work on his game because he thought he was all world. He thought he was a Magic Johnson. He thought he was a LeBron James, right? So that didn't work out. We tanked on purpose to get Ben Simmons. We tanked on purpose to get Markelle Fultz. What happened with Ben? 1983, right? 1983 is the last time we won. I'm not being patient no more with these stars, bro. You getting paid the big bucks. Show up on the basketball court. Because it's difference between looking good on paper and looking good on that basketball court. You can look good on paper all you want, but how do you play on that court? How do you play on that court? That's all I'm saying. How do you play on that court? So we also drafted Markelle Fultz. He forgot how to shoot. I forgot what happened with him. And then guess what? What makes it worse, as a diehard Sixer fan, what makes it worse is we traded with the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics drafted Jason Tatum. We traded up with the Celtics, gave them an extra first-round pick, and drafted Markelle Fultz. So, it's some bull crap, y'all. I'm not giving them no look. I'm not being patient with Paul George. I'm not being patient with Daryl Morey, and I'm calling them out. I'm calling out the organization when they don't do the right stuff, the right deals. Because I even said I'd rather have multiple role players to build around Tyrese Maxey, that fits around Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, than getting one player on a max deal. Luckily, we got lucky with Luckily, we're good with Yabusele and Kelly. But other than them, I don't know. Yeah, it really happened. Big Taz. Shout out to Big Taz. All right, listen. Why am I supporting the Vikings? I'm a Viking fan. All right, so on my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes, this is Mike Sports Vibes Balling, where I talk about basketball and baseball. The Phillies and the Sixers I cover on this channel. For Mike Sports Vibes, my other channel, I'm a Viking fan for football, and because of the guy named Randy Moss. I don't know if anybody knows who Randy Moss is, but I've been a Viking fan for over, I want to say 20, I'm going to just say 15 years to be safe. I've been a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. I got to witness some of the greatness of Randy Moss, and I've been a Viking fan ever since. Yeah, I've been a Viking fan, and it sucks because, you know, being as a Viking fan, we lost in 2017 to the Eagles, and the Eagles won the dang on Super Bowl. And then you got my whole family, they all Eagle fans. And then I got some of my family members, they're Steeler fans. So it's kind of like I'm getting it from both sides, man. I'm getting it from the Eagle fans and the Steeler fans. So, but I'm always gonna be a Viking fan. It sucks because in order for me to go to a Viking game, I gotta go travel. You know what I mean? But I might have to go to a Viking game in Philly. That's gonna be torture dealing with some of you Eagle fans out here. But it is what it is. Luka going to the Lakers is proof. Yeah, this is some bull crap, man. I can't believe that happened. But I'm about to get off in a couple of seconds, y'all. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Be safe out there. You still support the Eagles in Super Bowl. I'm going to say this. May the best team win. That's all I'm going to say. To that question, may the best team win. The Eagles, I got the Eagles winning. I got the Eagles winning 33-27 because I think the Eagles, Saquon Barkley's on another level. The offensive line of the Eagles is amazing. And when the Eagles lost to the Chiefs, they didn't have this type of team. The Eagles' defense is amazing. The Eagles' run game is amazing. So I don't see how the Chiefs going to be able to. Patrick Mahomes has to be all-time great to have a chance to beat the Eagles. He has to be all-time great. But thank you for watching, everybody. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Be safe. God bless. And I'm out.